Okay. Hi, Sandra.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hi.
welcome. Thank you for popping
Thank
on.
you. Thanks for having me. Hi, everybody.
Everyone's on mute, Sandra.
Just let me know if there's
I'm muted.
someone that needs pinning
Not yet.
that I haven't done.
Yep, we'll do. Thanks, Jack.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to turn this on live on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube.
Is Michael on?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
Okay.
It'll take a bit to go across anyway.
Do you want me to just chat?
Yep.
But they can't hear me. Well, they can hear me, but they can't chat back. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for all tuning in. It's great to have you all on here.
So for those who are with us with their video on, just be mindful we are going to be recording this session. We are also going live to YouTube, Facebook and some other streaming spaces. So just be mindful that if you don't really want to be seen on these live videos, just make sure your video is turned off.
And when you're driving, just in case you're in trouble with the police. Hi,
The
Sherry,
notifications
welcome.
come up on my Facebook, Nikita, that you're live, so that's worked.
Yep, perfect. Thank you, Jackie.
Okay.
Just need to wait for the our special guest.
Yes, we have a special guest. So when he gets on, then we can actually start.
I think we're actually having a couple of special guests today, aren't we, Yvonne?
We are. We've got some great guests. That
here comes one coming in now.
Who's coming in?
David from Papua New Guinea.
Oh, beautiful. Susan and David from Papua New Guinea. That's great. He's just connecting now. That's awesome. So lovely to have you all on here. Thank you, David. Hi, David and Susan. Thank you for popping on. Yeah, we have, I'm not sure, let me know when Marty gets on.
Bill,
Yes.
Australia.
And Chadra.
I think the P&G webinar's this afternoon as well. Is it?
Awesome.
Did I see that in leadership on Passive Nation?
Yep.
Kevin from the USA is about to come on in.
Great. Okay, don't forget to turn your pictures off if you're walking around your house to your bathroom. There we go. Oh, good. We will be starting shortly. Okay. We do have chat box happening here, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. Okay.
Oh, it's so exciting to see so many people on.
So many people,
Hello.
yes. It's so great to have them all on here. I'll just call out who's just jumping on because I actually can't see anyone now.
David, when is the P&G webinar? What time is that today?
It's at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. today.
So how
So
far
anyone
away
wanna
is that
jump
for
on?
you guys?
It's not a 3 hours away.
3 hours away. Okay.
We can jump
That
off this
just
one
gives
and come
me
to
a
yours.
heads up about
That's great. Okay.
All right, so we're live now across 13 different channels. So, here comes Michael Williams.
Beautiful. Just let me know when you want me to start then.
Yep, we'll let you know when he's in properly.
Mati Salimangla.
Is Michael on?
Yep, I can see him.
Hello, Michael. Welcome. Thank you for coming on and being our special guest today.
Wow, I am special.
You're special. We have many special guests on here today, actually, so we're very privileged.
That is awesome.
Michael, is your sound up? Can't hear you well. Or am I the only one having that trouble?
Oh, his microphone's still up at his head, pointing towards his head.
Yeah, because then when I get excited, it's a new headset, and I find that when I get excited, it kind of rattles. So I kind of leave it up, but that's okay.
That's all right. We can hear you now.
Sorry,
Okay,
Michael, I've
good.
just seen your message.
That's okay. I found it in the back office. I was like, where's the link?
Thank you. Okay.
Awesome.
I was a bit excited putting my first post up in the back office.
Yeah.
Yes. Very
I
exciting.
might press record if that's okay, Eva.
Yep. Ready?
All yours.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'd like to welcome you all to our Outback Chat today. Thank you all for jumping on. It's lovely to see all your lovely faces on here. Yes, so from Team Australia, thank you. Good day. I know it's good night in some places of the world, and afternoon and early hours in the UK, but we are all very honoured to have you all on here. So thank you for joining us. Today we're going to run through, for the people that haven't been on here before and are new, we're going to run through a opportunity that I'd like to share with you. And we've got some guest speakers on here. Our main guest speaker is Michael Williams. So before we introduce him properly, I'd like to just say, if you've got any questions, because we'll be having a Q&A afterwards, please put them in the chat box or put your hand up and we will get through them one at a time. So I'd just like to introduce you to Team Australia. We have Kevin Matthews, Mark Gannon, Lisa Smith, Nikita Dyer. Nikita's actually running the Zoom today, and Jackie Nethercote. So we and myself make up Team Australia because we want to actually get the word out to Australians. So I'd like to hand you over to Nikita to do the acknowledgement of land. Thank you, Nikita.
Thank you, Yvonne. In Australia, we like to acknowledge our traditional people, so I'll just do a quick little spiel. I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people here today. Thank you. And I'd like to hand over to Jackie, who tomorrow is actually International Women's Day. All yours, Jackie.
Thanks, Nikita. Welcome, everybody. And just in recognition that tomorrow is for Australia, obviously different time zones, we enter into International Women's Day. And this is just a shout out to everybody, a bit of a call to action about accepting the challenge of just being uplifting and empowering of all women in your life, whether they're your grandmother, mother, daughters, sisters, cousins, your friends at work, your neighbours. It's all about giving them the opportunity to succeed in their chosen goals and being seen as also a leader. So thanks, everybody, and let's kick off this webinar.
Thank you, Jackie. I would just like to actually congratulate Jackie. Jackie is now our very first Australian, and we're very proud of her to make the Leadership Council of ONPASSIVE. So a round of applause, Jackie. A silent round of applause. Congratulations. We're so proud that now we're literally on the ONPASSIVE map. So do you want to say a few words about your position, Jackie?
Thanks. Thank you. I'm really humbled to be given the opportunity and to have been nominated to be in leadership. Grateful for Ash Mafara for giving us the opportunity to share his vision and mission about the ONPASSIVE company. And then the other leadership council who are elected and passed, their support has been amazing on my ONPASSIVE journey so far. So big shout out to everybody there. Looking forward to supporting everybody and working with some wonderful people right around the world. It's already given me so much in such a short amount of time.
Thank you. Yeah, well done. We're looking forward to seeing more of you on there, and yeah, it's great. Anyway, I'd like to just let the people that are new on here that have not or do not know about ONPASSIVE. It is an AI information technology company with 50 portfolios with many superior features. So anyone that actually uses a phone or online can probably use ONPASSIVE or will use ONPASSIVE at some time. So we are in 112 countries, legal and compliant. So when we launch, we will be a unicorn company. So that is valued at $1 billion. And most companies take, I don't know, between 7 and 12 years, I think, to actually get to a unicorn company. But we are going to be strong right from the start with, we've got 557,000 founders. So the company will be starting with a bang. I would like to introduce you to our guest speaker. We do have a few guests on here today, which we're really honoured to have. But our main guest speaker is Michael Williams, AIM, automatic internet millionaire from Canada. Welcome, Michael. Michael will give you an overview of ONPASSIVE, and then afterwards we'll chat with people and have a Q&A. So welcome, Michael. Thank you for being on here.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. It's always my pleasure anytime I get an opportunity to be able to speak with regards to ONPASSIVE. So it certainly is my pleasure to be here with you. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'll just give you a quick overview. For those of you who are new, as we go through this overview, I would like you to just think about this. I want you to think about, how your life, would change. How would you live your life if in the next 24 months, money was no longer an issue, right? Warren Buffett, multi-billionaire, most people, if not all people, know who Warren Buffett is. And he says that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Okay, so again, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Former US President Bill Clinton, he says that because of the power of the internet, people can take a small amount of money and they can turn it into large sums of money. Okay, a small amount of money and they can turn it into large sums of money because of the power of the internet. So let's talk about how to make money using the power of the internet. The internet is the great equalizer, okay? It is a great equalizer because it encompasses the two things that Warren Buffett and Bill Clinton has said, and that is you can take small amount of money, turn into large sums, and guess what? The internet does not sleep, okay? So how do you make money on the internet? Well, to make money on the internet requires you to sell products or services, build a team of customers, or both. But there's a problem. The problem is that most of us don't like selling. We don't want to sell, or we just can't sell. And most of us can't build a team of customers. So this is where ONPASSIVE comes in. ONPASSIVE is a 100% hands-free, completely done-for-you business that was started in July of 2018. That's when the idea came about with regards to ONPASSIVE. And ONPASSIVE is set up in such a way that active or passive, everyone gets to win, okay? Active meaning if you choose to share information with others about this business, you're going to win. Passive meaning if you choose not to share information about this business with others, you still get to win. And that is the game changer. But it all got started with our CEO, Ash Mufareh. Okay, Ash has over 20 years of online business experience. He was with a company called GDI Fusion from 2014 until present. He is a master affiliate with Global Domains International, a company that he was with since 2005. He has a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce. He attended Harvard University online to learn specifically about online business creation. And so he's our CEO, the CEO of ONPASSIVE LLC. Again, that was started in July of 2018, and Ashma Farah is a family man with wife and 2 boys. In November of 2018, the first product platform was launched called Go Founders. Now, Go Founders is a place where those who come in as founders, they can have the opportunity to interact with each other through a live community. Okay, they get to be able to share their ideas. Okay, they get to be able to beta test proprietary products. They will be put in front of millions of customers that will be coming into the company. They receive extra advertising from the company for an entire year. Okay, so those are some of the key benefits of being a Go founder. And lastly, but not, certainly not the least, people also have an opportunity to optionally pre-build their income. So to get involved with Go Founders or to be a founder, it's just $97 US one-time out-of-pocket payment. And then when the company goes through soft launch and then into hard launch to the full public, it's as little as $200, also a one-time out-of-pocket expense. But keep in mind that ONPASSIVE is 100% risk-free, guaranteed refund policy in place, so that if someone comes in, if they don't like what they see, if they're not happy for whatever the reason may be, okay, they can request a full refund, and within 7 to 10 days, that money's back in their pockets, okay? So ONPASSIVE tools, they're better, they're faster, right? The first 6 months, we had about 10,000 founders. In the first year and a half, it was 50,000. And now here we are on March 6th, okay? March 6th, we have over 556,000 paid founders. ONPASSIVE is a registered company in Orlando, Florida, in the United States. Okay, it has its office in Hyderabad as well, where the support and tech team are there. Okay, in the first 12 months, of opening to the public, the company is expecting to have over 100 million customers. And that's people from all walks of life, whether we're talking about dentists, doctors, government workers, college and university professors. There'll be opportunity seekers joining, e-learners joining, real estate investors joining, just people from all walks of life will be coming into ONPASSIVE. So what the company does is the company sets up a unique domain name for you. The company will create the content. The company will drive traffic, so visitors or potential customers to your unique domain name. The company will present the offer, follow up with them. They'll close the sale. Okay, so the company will generate customers for you. So when a sale is made, you get paid instantly. Now that could add up to thousands of dollars, and in some cases, even millions of dollars. If you don't see the millions in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance, okay? So something to keep in mind. If you don't see the millions in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance, because right now, only founders positions are available with this company because the company's in pre-launch. So only founders positions are available right now. You're not a customer, you're not a reseller, you're not a distributor, you're not an affiliate, you're a founder with the company. That's what's available right now for $97 one-time payment, okay? And so as such, we're looking for visionaries, people who see the vision, people who understand, so they get in, they have all the time in the world to take a look around, and if they're not happy, again, 100% risk-free policies there to protect individuals, okay? It is often said that the size of your network is equal to the size of your net worth. In other words, the size of your team of customers is equal to your bank account size, okay? So if you have someone who comes into ONPASSIVE and they choose to be passive, remember, the company's doing all the work for you. Okay, they're setting up your unique domain name. They're driving the traffic, so they're creating and bringing all of the potential customers to the various products that ONPASSIVE has. Okay, and they will close the sale. So that will continue month after month, year after year. So now you're accumulating a team of customers. So someone who's passive, starting with 0 on their team, after 12 months, it's possible that they could have 1,000 customers on their team. So just think of the potential for someone generating income with that, even though they're passive. If someone chooses to pre-build their business, meaning they will share information, just a simple video or a website link that people can get more information, or even to come on a presentation like this, get more information, get their questions answered. And if they choose to come in, that's now your team is starting to be built. So as that happens over time, again, you'll see your team grow from 1,000 to 3,000, 30,000, and so on. It continues to grow indefinitely as the company does all the work for you. So imagine total life freedom in the next 24 months. Why? Because you're going to have automatic product selling, automatic team of customers being built for you, automatic follow-up, automatic sales, and thus automatic internet millionaire. So no selling on your part, no referring customers on your part. It's all 100% done for you by ONPASSIVE. Now, former President Barack Obama, okay, former US president, he says that money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference, right? Money makes a difference, okay? So what we're saying to you is to come and let our never seen before artificial intelligence information technology build you an automatic income for life. And all you have to do is get in. And by you getting in, you're now going to win with ONPASSIVE, the paradigm shift that is ONPASSIVE, and the Go Founders phenomenon. Yvonne? You're muted, Yvonne.
That was awesome. Thank you, Michael. Always brilliant at explaining everything. So, yeah, I joined in 2019, so in May, and I just felt that Ashma Farah saw my frustration with my online, and it's like he spoke to me. So I was straight in without even learning about it. I thought, well, I saw it, I heard it, and I thought, this is awesome. So I jumped straight in, and how can you lose? And, you know, 97 US dollars, 130 Australian dollars. It's crazy. So very, very happy with what I've received with my payment and my back office and meeting everybody. So it's awesome. We have some people from all over the world here, which is great. We've got Malaysia and Papua New Guinea, just all over. But David, would you like to have a chat, or Susan, and just explain about what you're doing in Papua New Guinea? You'd have to unmute yourself.
Thank you. I'll let the ladies first. So ladies will speak. Susan can speak first.
Welcome, Susan.
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you.
Congratulate him, Jackie.
Firstly, I would like to congratulate Jackie for her appointment as LC for Australia. We are honored to work with you. As Papua New Guineans, we look upon you, Australian, as our family. Just like to say about Papua New Guinea, ONPASSIVE, especially the founders, they talk highly of the performance in our country. Our country, it's a country of different tribes and languages. I can say that within a country that we have about 8,000 languages and different cultures.
5,000 tribes.
With 5,000 tribes.
5,000.
And even though we are a bit different, but there is the unity, the spirit of unity. And that's the main difference that binds us together as one nation and one people. So it's easy for us to reach out to our people here in Papua New Guinea. We have that system of, we call it One Talk system. So One Talk system is we reach out to friends and our families and tribes. So with that, we have that the strong bond. So we easy to reach out to our people. So with the tribes or the clansmen or family, so it's with the leveraging, it's not a problem for us. Because of that, they have to believe in you. So once you put that message out, and they have that belief in you, they will come with you. They will, come on board with you. That's the difference that we have seen in our country. It's the belief of you as a person. It's not any other thing. They trust you, they believe in what you are saying to them, and they will follow you. They believe in your reputation, of your leadership, or whatever that you have in life. You have, as a leader in whatever field. So through that, we see that David and myself, we have our lives, we have lived a life whether it's in chats or in work environment. Because of that role that we have played, people are easily, they can easily, identify with you and come with you. So that's how we see the growth in Papua New Guinea. And with women, women are easily I can say that they have that consent, all the overall instinct for them to serve their people, serve their family, or serve their tribe. So they go out, find ways and means to bring in to help their people. So with that, we see that like I have experience in MLN, the marketing side of networking. I've witnessed it myself or experienced it, because through that, we have women coming in to different levels of MLN that coming into our countries. And you will see that mostly women, like now with ONPASSIVE, because of the others that we have gone through, past MLNs or the networking companies, they want to, flow with you. They believe that because of these people, they have been successful in that former networking. We believe that if we follow them or if we go that way, we will be like it's an opportunity of business. In our country, there's not much opportunity. So whatever that comes in, we grab hold of it and we run with it. So I'll just leave it that way. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank
I know
you,
you're doing a great job in
Yvonne,
Papua New
thank
Guinea.
you.
Okay, David, would you like to talk?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate. Yes, I just want to congratulate Jackie. Welcome on board. We're happy to see you. We say one talk in Australia, and Pidgin to Australia, like we're family, and one talk means same language, but we speak the language in our heart. So thank you, and we welcome you. We know you're going to do a great job on the Leadership Council, and we're proud of you, Australians. At least you have somebody there now, and we can link hands and spread a word in the Oceania region. So, yeah, Papua New Guinea, I was just with the mothers yesterday down in one of the rural village. After we finished the webinar, I just went straight there. They had me for the 10 o'clock meeting. So when I went there, and they were really interested about the business, the concept. When they got some seed funding from one of the local political members here, and because I've had a banking experience, they asked me how they can use that as a equity to go to the bank and get some additional finance from the bank. and do a business for their association, their Women Business Association. And then the chairwoman called me about a week ago, and I told her, don't touch the money. Let me come and share with you an opportunity. You don't burden yourself with going to the bank and borrowing and putting the association under financial stress because you have to pay a loan back. So let me come and share an idea with you and then see how you can utilize that money to be able to pay for all your women members. They have about 70 of them in the group, in that woman business group. So I was with them yesterday, and then I shared with them the opportunity of the business of ONPASSIVE, and like they were astounded. You know, that it's something new to them. They heard the word going around in the city, but they didn't find a person that like they can relate to. So the chairwoman, we did some business some years ago, and then because she knew that I have the banking background, she had to call me and ask me for help. So then I told her, no, I'm going to come and give you something better from that. So I went down and I explained the business to them, and they were so fired up. They said, man, they have never seen something like this. They've been in multi-level marketing business, a lot of multi-level marketing business in the country. But when I related to them that this is not a multi-level marketing company, it's a information technology company driven by AI. They don't know what AI is. Artificial intelligence is new. It's very new. So I had to just tell them, artificial intelligence is like machine thinking like human beings. So the machine is going to do the work for you. You don't have to do anything. You just pay your registration fee. You come in and the company will do the work for you. So I related like Michael Williams gave an example of cutting the grass, paying the lawnmower guy to come in, cut the grass. I told them that, you know, it's like you getting the money, you don't want to cut the grass, and you pay the person to go and cut the grass for you. So you are just sitting there and you're watching that person doing the work for you. So we are watching the machine. We are paying the machine to do the work for us. So I brought it down to the level of understanding, and they got excited and they said, all of them will get in. So I told them, okay, listen, they got the 10,000 kina seed funding from the local member here. And I told them that 10,000 kina won't be able to cover all your registration. So all you have to do is that money, you have to do some work with it. Do some, cook some food, make some fundraising, and use that 10,000 to build it up so that you can register all of you. So I told them, use 70 people. In our currency, it's about 390 kina for one person, equivalent of $97. So I said, 390 kina, you have to use that 10,000 and build it up in a way that you can have an office administration, buy a computer, and use that computer to register all your members coming in, and whatever is left, use that to do fundraising, and you'll be able to pay your registration. So I left that with, and they were fired up. And this afternoon, they're going to join us in the 2 o'clock webinar. I gave them the link already, and I told them, in Papua New Guinea, they have a boombox. Boombox is a small speaker. It's a small radio speaker, just like the size of the, I don't know, the phone here I'm holding. You can't see it. Anyway, it's like this. It's like the size of your cell phone. And they plug it and do a Bluetooth. The phone, they put a Bluetooth to that speaker, and that's when it amplifies the sound. So everybody's gathering around that and listening in. So that's basically what we are doing in Papua New Guinea. And I encourage all our viewers in Australia, you know, you can do it. You can do it. Find a way. However you explain it, it's just presenting yourself. You don't need to try to explain it in some, you know, you get into the technicality of people will get confused. You just be simple as you are. Thank you. That's from me.
Thank you, David. That's awesome. And Susan, thank you very much. They're doing a wonderful job in Papua New Guinea. Now, if Papua New Guineans can do it, then anyone can do it, because they do have a lot of issues with, you know, their internet and everything. So, is there anyone here who would like to ask any questions or even put in their why? Is there anyone that would like to?
There's a couple of hands up,
Is there?
Yvonne, if you want me. So,
Yeah, because I can't
Vijay,
see.
yeah, you've got your hand up. I'm not sure if that's to ask a question.
Is there any questions? Anyone?
Also, William Delorme, is that how I say it? You've got your hand up if you'd like to ask a question.
We can't hear you. Yep, there we go. William.
It's not a question. It's just a few words I want to say.
Hi, William.
Is my voice okay from 1 to 10?
You sound fine, William. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I want to say is the first comes last and the last comes first. And passive seems to be the way for everyone that's at the bottom and they're going to make you successful. So I really think that's an awesome thing. I am excited. They say you're pumped full of excitement. Well, it's my heart that's full of excitement.
Awesome.
Thank you, William. Yes, this has definitely been built with heart, that's for sure. So we all feel the same who are founders. We are just, I don't know, we're just jumping out of our skins, aren't we, with excitement. It's an awesome platform, or awesome business. Is there anybody that wants to talk?
Yeah, Dr.
Yvonne?
Iris has just popped in.
Who?
Dr. Iris,
Oh, beautiful. Lovely.
if he would like
I'll
to
let him welcome him. I'll let him come in first. Okay, Sandra. Who's Sandra Bernard? How are you?
Hi, good
I'm
evening.
good.
I'm doing. Thanks for having
Sorry.
me. How's everyone here?
Hi, Chadra. How are you?
Hi.
Welcome.
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
I'll get back to you in a second, Chadra. Thank you for
Okay,
coming.
no problem. I have
Okay.
invited one of my friends from Canada. She's Claudia.
Thank you.
You're
Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
Sandra, how are you?
Hi.
Could you tell me your why and where you're from?
My name is Sandra. I'm originally from St. Lucia. That's a small island in the Caribbean. I now live in Croton-on-Hudson, New York, and I joined ONPASSIVE in August of 2019. And I joined because a friend of mine, whenever he finds something amazing, he always tells me about it. Since he told me about Bitcoin and Bitcoin was doing okay, I thought I would join ONPASSIVE also. I met him out. He lived in the next building. There's a few complexes in my area. So I met him outside and he started talking to me about ONPASSIVE. And he just said, it's only $97. You don't have to do anything. And the company will do everything. He showed me no video, no nothing. So I said, for $97, and the last thing I did with him was, what, 3, 4, it was money. So I'm like, for $97, I'll do it. So I went home and I went back there and we set it all up and I became a founder. That was August, I think 2019. And, we laid dormant for a long time until the pandemic started. I think our first group Zoom meeting was on a Wednesday, like 1 o'clock, because everybody was home. Maybe in March, I think. And that's how it started. And then we formed a Caribbean team. So now we're well over 800 people. So I'm happy that I joined when I did, which was less than 50,000 people when I joined. I'm not sure how many, and now it's a lot of people. So it's hard in my area to get people to join. I mean, with my enthusiasm and my talking and, you know, to the people that are close to me, a few have joined, you know. I have a small group in my team, so I'm still working on it, but it's hard because in America, everybody have to analyze everything. They don't take your word for it. It's like they go and they do all kind of research and then they don't come to the meeting or they don't call you or whatever. But we should never give up. Keep at it. As Michael always say, don't give up, but keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, who knows, they might come in a year later or whatever. So I'm not giving up. I'm still talking to people, even if they don't come to the meetings. Keep inviting them until they say, okay, don't send me anymore, or I'm not interested or whatever, because something might click. All the videos we have, just send it to them and keep inviting them. Okay, this is the webinar for today. If you can make it, I'll be happy to see you there, and so on and so on. So I'm not giving up, and I really love the people of Papua New Guinea. It's like it brings tears to my eyes to see what they have to do to get that 390, I forgot the word, money you have to pay for it, you know? So it's like, like Kina. So it's like strengthening, I would say strengthening it to keep me moving, to go and try and help as much people as I can. They don't have the money, but they try their best to get the money. Americans have the money, but they don't want to spend it. So I'm Sandra, and from Austin, from Courtney-on-Hudson.
Thank you,
nice
Sandra.
to meet everybody.
Thank you for speaking.
That's so wonderful. That's so wonderful, Sandra. If I may, Yvonne, you know,
You muted yourself, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
So, Michael, I muted.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to just chime in and say that, you know, the beautiful thing about this company, you know, as I said in the overview, is that whether a person is active or not, they're going to win. And that's the beauty about it. You know, this is not, you know, your typical company people join and, you know, they have to go out and sell the products themselves. You know, they have to go out there and try to get other people to join. If that doesn't happen, you know, they can't make no money and all that. You know, this is why there's so many that's jumping in, because they understand this is different. You know, this is revolutionary. You know, it's a paradigm shift, right? I've always, you know, thought that why can't we just pay a company and the company does the work for us? Like, why not? Like, don't you want my money, right? You know, they'll take your money, but they're not willing to do anything for you for that money. And here's a company that's saying, we will take your money, we will do the selling for you. If you want to sell along with us, that's fine. You know, that's entirely up to you. But the beauty is the company who has the resource, the company who has the professionals, the company who has the know-how, they will do all the selling for you. They will generate the customers, right? They will find them, present enough information for them so that they can make an informed decision about the products and services that the company offers. And then they can decide, yes, it makes sense. Some of the products are out there in the marketplace already, right? People who are on the internet are using autoresponders. They're using bulk mailers. They're using, you know, URL shorteners. They're using these products already. But guess what? ONPASSIVE is putting all of that, right? All of that under one umbrella, one-stop shop, right? One-stop shop. And they're making it more cost-effective than anything that's out there in the marketplace, which is why it's a completely win-win-win. And that's the beauty about it. You know, so for those of us who like to share, because some of us, we can't help ourselves. We get involved with something that is good and honest and clean, that can change someone's life. It only makes sense that you want to share it with your neighbor, share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your business associates. Why wouldn't you? Because guess what? Whether they join or not, it doesn't matter. This is why we say it's sharing, because you don't have to. It's not selling, because I'm not selling you anything. I'm simply saying, hey, I'm in this company. It's going to change my life, and I would love to see it change your life as well. That's all we're saying to people. It's as simple as that. So that's why I'm so fired up about this company, and there's nothing anyone can say or do to get me to keep quiet. It's just impossible to get me to keep quiet. My kids, them know, they make fun of me all the time. You know, they actually, you know what I'm going to say. They know the words I use. They know everything. And so my youngest, she's 13 years old, and she says, hey, daddy, how would you live your life if money was no longer an issue, right? And so it's just fun. We're just having a great time, and there's no other business like this, you know? So great job, great comment, Sandra.
Yeah, it's actually rubbed off, hasn't it? But sorry, Nikita, we have got.
One. Oh, sorry.
Let me say one more thing.
Yep.
Once you get in, get your families in first. Mom, dad, brothers, sister, kids, just get them in, because that's one of the greatest gifts you can give to your family is to get them in. If they're not of age, you can control everything and give it to them when they turn whatever, 18, 21 or whatever. So please get them in. That is something you can give them instead of buying something like a pair of shoes or whatever. Get them in, because that's what I did. In fact, I got my daughter two positions, because the first one, she kind of lost track of it, and I did a second one. And when I went back, I saw that she was signed up, pending for the first one. So I went ahead and got her second one. I got my sister two, my mom one. My husband don't know about it, but he got one. So just get them in, and that income streams for everyone. So good night.
You're so right, Sandra. Personally, I've got a couple. I've got my partner, my 3 children all have one. My mum, my sister, my brother, my stepdad. Everyone's sorted for life now. And my kids are only primary school, but they're sorted. They don't know it yet, but they're sorted. Michael, I have a question from Katie. I know you'll know exactly how to answer this one. Question: how do you sell the product, not just the vision of being a founder? She understands the vision of being a founder, but how do they go about selling the product?
Okay, so
to elaborate on that, Katie did. Sorry, Nikita. Katie did add to that further down the chat. She just says she's trying to wrap her head around it all, and doesn't understand the change my life part. So what am I sharing with people? Is it the website, the back office, social media platform? What is the AI that we are launching? So she was a bit more specific just further down. Sorry.
Okay. So the company has created products from scratch. Okay. So if you're familiar again with the internet, these are digital products, by the way. Okay, they're digital products. So we're on Zoom right now. So the company has created its own webinar platform, okay, called OConnect, okay? So that's similar to Zoom. We know, especially with the pandemic, Zoom made a lot of money, okay? Billions, right? And so ONPASSIVE as a product similar to that, okay? Then you have ODomain, okay? So that's a domain name. So you can go to GoDaddy, for example, and pick up a domain name, okay? ONPASSIVE as its own. So when people come into ONPASSIVE, when we launch, right now we're in pre-launch, we're on the verge of soft launch. That is where we get to beta test the products and make sure everything is working fine before we then release it to the public, okay? So once it's released to the public, when we get to hard launch, that's when the company will set up your unique domain name. For the time being, you do have temporary pages in your back office. Okay, so you can use those temporary pages, which are basically capture pages, landing pages, many websites that you can share with individuals that will have come loaded, preloaded with videos that you can share with individuals. We have a corporate website on ONPASSIVE.com. That's the best place you can get information about each of the products because there's detailed information there. So again, for the person who asked the question, that's ONPASSIVE.com. If you go there, you can get specific information on the products. We have an online education product called Academy. So e-learning. So if someone is a teacher, someone is a coach, they want to share information, about what it is that they do, they want to teach a course, etc. That platform will allow them to do so. If you're an individual that want to learn certain things, then of course you can opt in and be able to use that platform and see what courses are available. Okay. And the list goes on. It's anywhere between 20 to 50 products, features, services that's available. IP tracker, okay? Chatbot, okay? So be able to support your customers. So when the company generate customers for you, you don't have to support them. You don't have to answer their questions. The company is going to do that using a chatbot, using live support, phone support, okay, email support. All of that is going to be there. The traffic in itself is a product. Okay, you can go online right now and you can purchase traffic, whether that's through Google, through ad links, whether that's through some third-party sites that you can utilize to get guaranteed visitors, etc., to whatever site that you may have on the internet. Okay, the point is the company's making sure that the 4.8 billion people that are internet users, okay, the internet users, they will have a reason to come to ONPASSIVE. Okay. They will have a reason to come to ONPASSIVE based upon the products and services that ONPASSIVE offers. Okay, so the company will do the selling for you, though. Okay, the company will do the selling. If you want to share the business with others, okay, again, the person who invited you, they'll be able to walk you through that, how that is possible through using the links in your back office, through using YouTube videos, through using our corporate blog on ONPASSIVE.com/blog, B-L-O-G. Okay, and again, a lot of great articles there and so on. Okay, so it's a very seamless process. And again, right now we are in pre-launch. Okay, we're in pre-launch. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. And if not, I can keep going all night. All right.
I guess the other thing that you could say, Michael, is that we're resellers and we share in the profits of ONPASSIVE.
Absolutely. I mentioned in the overview that as a sale is generated for you, okay? So as the company generates customers, okay? So a customer means that there's a sale. So as these sales are generated on your behalf, okay, done by the company, okay, you make a percentage of that. The company will share its profits with you, okay? And that's how that adds up to thousands of dollars, and in some cases, even millions of dollars over time, okay? So, that's how, your life can be changed because, as I said, money does make a difference. You're welcome, Kenny.
Thank you, Michael, for that. That's great. Before I go on to speak with somebody, Chandra will be up next. I'd just like to welcome Paul, who's from the UK. Thanks, Paul Angus. I know you're not well at all today, and it's about 2 o'clock in the morning there, so welcome. Emily, a new founder, asked her today if ONPASSIVE will have the capacity to handle all the products of this magnitude. She said yes, but could you clarify?
Absolutely. The company have their tech staff and support staff in Hyderabad, India. Currently, it's over 800 employees. Some of the best tech staff that's available are within the company. So they certainly have the means to be able to, handle all of that. Again, this is a company that's built everything from scratch. Okay, built why? So that way the company can make things clean for people. It can give people, protect people's privacy, guarantees them security, their information is secure, be able to put something out there in the marketplace that's not looking to, just gouge people, right? A lot of these companies, you know, for example, the URL shortener. So you may be familiar with a company called Bitly. Bitly charges $200 a month just for their URL shortener. Okay, you know, that's a lot of money if that's just one of the tools that you'll be using online. Okay, when you start to add up all the products, then ONPASSIVE has a market value of over $500 billion when it comes to their proprietary products. You know, this is a massive business. So I understand the question. It's a massive business, but everything is in place to be able to handle all of that. And that's why we have over 556,000 founders right now. Okay.
Thank you, Michael. I'd like to just bring on Chandra Banu Pratap. Are you here? I hope I pronounced that right.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good morning.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. And I think, hello, Mr. Michael Williams, sir. How are you today? Chris,
I'm great,
and everyone.
Chandra.
I see all this. Hi. I see all the faces here. So, yeah, I mean, we have a long journey since 2018, and what Mr. Michael has been explaining about all this business products and all this showing us all this money. Like, just hang out and wait for the launch, and you will see where we are going. We will be together hanging out in not only in $500 billion, but I think we will be in couple $100 billion in couple years. And that's not that's just a matter of time that we will be there pretty soon. And yeah, we do have like online experience, but what we are getting here in one plate, in one bucket, in ONPASSIVE, that's a massive. So
absolutely,
I mean, we have a great experience since 2018, and I think this is all I have in my mind right now, because I just came from work. And yeah, and thanks everyone here for listening me and having me, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Good evening. Have a good night.
Thank you, Chandra, for popping on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Chandra's building a very big team. Huge. Now, sorry, Michael, did you want to speak again?
Oh, no, sorry, no.
Okay. Dr. Idris, welcome.
Hello, how are you all today? It's
very
a nice
good,
morning.
thank you.
It's a nice sunny morning in India, and just I got up from my bed and I saw the link and I came in your webinar, and very pleased to see you can say the brand ambassador of ONPASSIVE. I'm a big fan of him, Michael sir. You really you motivate me so much in everything which you explain us. It's great. We take a lot of knowledge from you, and I get energized when I listen to you. So thank you, Michael. And what I want to say today is that everything is good, and we are all doing good, and we are all progressing towards the financial revolution. But see, what is the thing that trust is most important. We need to trust the company. We need to trust Ash. Ash is working so hard for us. He wants to make our future, give style, prosperity, money, dignity, an easier life, earning love from family and live in legacy. In a nutshell, ONPASSIVE is bringing the world on concrete base and foundation. And as I always say, that remember, some investments make us rich before giving profit. So this investment of ONPASSIVE income we will get in coming days, but we have already felt that we are rich in our relations, we are rich in our friendship, we are rich to know the different cultures from all around the world. I have never been to Australia, and I never met you people, but after coming in ONPASSIVE, we have got the opportunity to meet each other. So now the thing is, we have to develop a trust. For that, I want to give a, as I am, people tell me a storyteller, I would today tell a small story that how to build a trust. What happened? A man got married and was returning home with his wife. They were crossing a lake in a boat when suddenly a great storm arose. The man was a warrior, but the woman became very much afraid because it seemed almost hopeless. The boat was small and the storm was really huge, and any moment they are going to be drawn. But the man sat silently, calm and quiet, and if nothing was happening. The woman was trembling and she said, "Are you not afraid? This may be our last moment of life. It doesn't seem that we will be able to reach the other shore. Only some miracle can save us. Otherwise, death is certain. Are you not afraid? Are you mad or something? Are you a stone or something?" The man laughed and and took the sword out of his sheath. The woman was even more puzzled what he was doing. Then he brought the naked sword close to the woman's neck. So close, so close that just a small gap was there. It was almost touching her neck. He said, "Are you afraid?" She started to laugh and said, "Why should I be afraid? If the sword is in your hands, why I should be afraid? I know you love me." He put the sword back and said, "This is my answer. I know God loves me and the storm is in his hands. So whatever is going to happen is going to be good. If we survive, good. If we don't survive, good. Because everything is in his hand and he cannot do anything wrong." So what is the moral? The moral is that develop trust. This is the trust which one needs to imbibe and which is capable of transferring your whole life. Any less won't do. Believe that God is working in your life even when you don't feel like that. Sometimes he will use your entire lifetime to prepare you for eternity. When God wants to make a mushroom, he does it overnight. But to make a giant oak, he takes 100 years. Be patient with the process cause he knows your worth. Remember how far you have come, not just how far you have to go. God isn't finished with you yet. So keep moving forward. Even the snail reached Noah's Ark by perseverance. Great leaders are trained in pits and prisons, not in playground or palaces. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Idris Modi. He's our storyteller and we love his stories. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Paul, are you too ill to talk?
Hi, hello everyone. No, I'm all
Welcome,
right. I'm
Paul.
better now. I just burnt myself out a bit. You do now and again, especially when you get to my age. Hi, Michael. I haven't spoken to you in person yet, but I watch you every single day. You're what I call your ONPASSIVE's Eddie Murphy. Listen, 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 listen. If you've ever seen Eddie Murphy, every time I hear it, I just think he's our Eddie Murphy. He's got a smile on his face and he just beams. But I've just learned so much, and these little smart Alex that I get these smart Alex that come to me every day and they say, and then something Michael said last week, and I just turned to this guy with his smart mouth and I just said, look, you keep telling me you're intelligent, you keep telling me money's no issue. It's a $97 decision. And I thought, and he couldn't say anything else. I thought, thanks, Michael. I got that a little bit earlier. I wouldn't mind talking about something if that's okay. And I've also got a nice little story to finish with, because in ONPASSIVE, I find most people that are talking to people, it's generally about money and not worried about money and stuff like that, which is better than the Bitcoin people that keep badgering me because they ever talk about is money and they think that's all I need. I said, no, there's more to life than money. You know, we're on a lot more than that. But I do weekly updates, and now I've got better internet for my members. So I do some of it on video. And about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I tried to show the future, or what I see as the future. People say to me, yeah, but ONPASSIVE is just a business opportunity, it's a few bucks. No, it's a way of life. Now, in the UK here, we've been hit really hard with recessions in the past, but I think the pandemic we had for the last year is far worse than any recession. We've seen tens of thousands gone out of business and things like that. Now, when you get companies and little stores in your local area go out of business, we're always the first to say, oh, I love that little shop. Why have they gone? Well, they've gone because you haven't visited them. You haven't spent any money in there. So the money can't cycle. So in reality, we want a lot of our businesses local to stay in business. So I'm already starting to talk to people. I've got people signed up that have businesses that want to bring them into ONPASSIVE. So I explain that side of the business. So if we start talking to carpet shops, white goods, people that are doing washing machines, tumble dryers, that sort of thing. We start talking to car dealerships. My brother works for a car dealership. They're all really suffering bad. Now, the good thing about them coming into ONPASSIVE as a customer, they're going to see the bigger picture of it. And if the company's driving traffic, targeted traffic, for them to get more sales, sell more washing machines, selling more cars, selling more carpets, selling more anything, they're going to be real jazzed because they need more business. They've got to try and recover. At the moment, there's no way for them to recover. So all I'm saying is, would you like more eyeballs on your website, on your shop? Well, yeah, of course I would. So that's my opening gambit. But then the other part of that is all businesses that come on board with ONPASSIVE, what do they automatically get? They get a wallet. So they're going to start accruing income, right? They're going to start making money. So what does that really mean? Well, that means they can get rid of the business overdraft. They can get rid of the business loans to run the business. They're not going to need that handout and be beholden to their bank. They've got ONPASSIVE money now to fund that business that they love. What else does that mean? That also means that when we have a marketplace, those businesses are going to be inside our marketplace. So if you need anything, you need a dishwasher or a washing machine for your daughter because that's broken down, that's $500. Where do you go? You don't go to the local ad. You go see who's local in your locality, in your marketplace, and say, hi, I see you're an ONPASSIVE member. I'm an ONPASSIVE member. You've got a fabulous washing machine and I want for my daughter. I see it's $520. I want to pay for it. Yeah, I want to pay for it from my wallet to your wallet. What are they going to say? It's real money, and it's now money. It's not 30 days credit. It's not instant free credit and things like that. You get an estate agent on board. Well, we want to do the same sort of thing. We want to rent a house. We want to buy a house, anything like that. Well, if you're an ONPASSIVE member, we can do business to business. So I said, in the future, what you're going to look at is, I want flight tickets for somewhere. Well, do I go to a travel agent? Do I go online? No, I go in my back office, all in the one place. I then look at just in the marketplace to see who's doing tickets, and I buy my tickets through them. So we always talk about a once out of pocket experience with ONPASSIVE. This is not a once out of pocket experience. As your life goes, we're going to be shopping all over the place with ONPASSIVE people who are in business. So we're not going to be spending money out of our pocket. We're going to be spending money out of our wallets. Does that make sense? So the future is unbelievable. I don't know what's come up on my screen. I've got Beth's iPhone. Oh, I think I've disappeared. I hope you can you still hear me?
Absolutely, Paul. And you're making
perfect
sense. You are making perfect sense, my friend. Absolutely.
I've got my little story like to finish. It was something I told at a seminar years and years ago, and I've never forgotten about it. There was this little village. You could call it Babylon, maybe the walls of Babylon, years and centuries, ages ago. And there was a prince that lived in the castle of Babylon. There was a wise man, looked a little bit like our Dr. Bill. And everyone used to go out at noon to go and listen to the wise man. They loved him. He had great ideas. And this horrible, nasty prince just didn't like him because it took the focus off him and put it onto the wise man. So he was one of these people that, we get them. They just want to try and discredit you. They just want to do something to say, you're not that clever. Let me just pull you down like that. So he went out and he said to somebody, go and get me a dove. I want a nice dove, nice small one. So he got the prince a dove, and the prince went down there. And as he got near, he said, oh, wise man, I need to ask you a question. He said, what's that, sir? He said, this dove that I hold in my hand, is it alive or is it dead? Because he was thinking, if he says it's alive, I'll crush it and just let it drop to the ground and make him foolish. And if he says it's dead, I'll let it go and let it fly. And he still looks foolish. So the wise man slowly looked at the crowd, And then he looked at the prince. He said, "Sir, that you have in your hand is whatever you wish to make of it." That's ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is in your hand. Whatever you wish to make of it, it is. That's me for the day. I hope that helped. I hope that made a little bit of sense.
Thank you,
What I'm doing thanks. What I'm doing tomorrow, I'm making another video tomorrow. It should be better tomorrow. And it's about, we're doing a lot more meetings and events now and Zooms. And I'm just finding the Zoom isn't about us. It's not about the members. The Zoom is about the guests. So what I'm going to try and do is to package people's story in the most powerful manner in those 2 to 3 minutes, because we all love talking. Sorry about that. But we do. We all love talking. And sometimes we run away with ourselves because they're so excited about ONPASSIVE. And we're forgetting about what the guest should be picking up on. So I'm going to do this little short video to say that this is what you need to do. What your name is, where you're from, what you do, whether it's full-time, part-time. It's definitely who got you into the business. Because if you say your sponsor's name, like mine, Dennis Owens, now 89 years of age, you're telling 2 stories, not 1. So it's important you mention the sponsor. And what you see ONPASSIVE going, or what you see from it, job done, 2 or 3 minutes done. And people say, yeah, but how does that make sense? Well, I could be standing up and then someone says, oh, my name's Paul Angus. I live in a little place called Exton in Rutland. Rutland's the smallest county in the UK. I work for an electrical company during the day, and I have an online business, this one, of a night time. I just absolutely love it. I see the future very bright with ONPASSIVE, and it's going to give me my time freedom. Done. Simple as that. Didn't take 3 minutes. Now look into what I've really said. Hello, my name is Paul Angus. I've got the full name. Oh, sorry, I missed out. I missed out my sponsor. I was introduced by Dennis Owens, which I would do. He's now 89 years of age. Dennis and I have been friends for 26 years. Put that sort of stuff in. So they go, all right, his name is Paul Angus. He's introduced by an old fella called Dennis, who's 89. Well, my dad's 17. He might want to be doing something. Oh, he said he lives in Exton in Rutland. Well, that's not far from here. That's quite near Peterborough. I live in Peterborough. So he's not far from me. They start thinking about that. And he said he works for an electrical company. My brother's an electrician. I haven't spoken to my brother about this yet. And the future's looking bright in ONPASSIVE. I want my time freedom. Well, I'm doing 60 hours of work, a week of work. This guy mentioned about time freedom. Maybe there is time freedom here. So the small handful of things I said about my story, which took 2 minutes, somebody can pick out all kinds of things from that. And from that, they go, I'm in, that looks, I mean, I said to a woman, oh, that woman looks like that nurse. Oh, what do you do for a living? I'm a nurse. Well, I know a nurse. And it starts people thinking about who they could be speaking to with ONPASSIVE. So that's my video tomorrow, and hopefully we can speed up our Zoom calls of a night time. Well, we got one Monday. We have a fireside tomorrow, one on Monday. And see if we can get a few more people in. That really is me done. Thank you.
Michael, I have a question from our lovely Narelle in, I think she's up in Queensland. What's your why? Why did you join ONPASSIVE?
Okay, good question. I've been on the internet for over 10 years now, probably 15 if I include trading as well. For me, I always thought, as I said earlier, why can't companies just do the work for people? Why do I need to go out there and go sell products for this company, or get others to come into the company? And why do I have to do that? Why can't the company do such, right? Because most people, they're not salespeople, right? As far as I know, anytime I pick up a newspaper, I still pick up a newspaper. Anytime I pick up a newspaper and I open it, there's always sales positions available. Okay, like always. Doesn't matter whether the economy is good, economy is bad, there's always sales position. It's a high turnover industry, okay, or profession, if you wish, right? And so I created a company called Automatic Internet Millionaires, or a system rather, okay? And the idea there really was to, people can join a business, and we can set up everything for them. We can get the traffic, drive the traffic for them, just do everything. All they had to do was get in, right? And so that's what I was doing. But the problem I was having is that there was a monthly subscription coming out of people's pocket. And so as you know, if they're not making money fast enough, then it becomes a decision between, okay, should I pay that bill or should I pay my business, right? My online business and bill, online business. You know what? I'm going to pay that bill, okay? And so people would quit, right? Because they weren't making money fast enough, right? And so when OnPassive was introduced to me in July of 2018, you know, I looked at it and I was like, no, I don't think it's going to work, because to me at the time, that's what we were doing, right? 100% done for your system, etc. Right? And, you know, more and more people kept sending it to me. And as I, you know, took a closer look, you know, and watched the videos by our CEO, you know, and got a full understanding of it, I was like, you know what? This is it. This is exactly what it is that we want to do. And guess what? It's a company that's doing this. They have more resources than us. They're more tech savvy than us. You know, it's going to work, you know? And so I just jumped in and just kept running, you know? But in addition to that, I mean, I'm on the internet because I want my kids, you know, I want them to, you know, I have 3 children. I want them to be, you know, taken care of for the rest of their lives. If something was to happen to me, my wife is taken care of. Yeah, we have insurance policies and stuff like that in place, right? But I want, you know, even more than that for them, okay? You know, they're gonna go to university, they're gonna get their career, you know, that's all gonna be there. But you know what? Money is no longer an issue. So they don't have to get a job out of a need, okay? So it's not because they need to do this, it's because they want to do it. So they can actually follow their passion. And most people in life don't follow their passion. I started out in university to be an engineer, right? My thing was I was gonna be a mechanical engineer, right? I transferred university, went to another one, and so they didn't have an engineering program, so I decided to do computer science. I realized that, oh, guess what? I don't like computer languages. Back then, COBOL and stuff like that, right? So I switched to business. I was enjoying business, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back to Toronto and finish my university there. And so I decided to finish off with a math degree, okay? So, you know, my point in saying all that is that I want my kids to be able to have the ability to explore what they want to explore, okay? Not because, oh, I think this is a good profession, I can make a lot of money with it. No. So when money is no longer an issue, you can do what you want to do in life for real, right? And then this business also gives me not only money, okay, because, you know, we're okay, right? But not only money, but it's the time freedom. That is so important. We know there are lots of people out there that have money, but most of them do not have time, okay? So this company now is gonna give you money freedom and time freedom. So that's what makes it total financial freedom. And that's why I'm here with OnPassive, because I see how it can not only change my family's life, but so many lives around the globe. And I love to help people. That's why I'm on this webinar right now. I love to jump on webinars and just help wherever I can, because it's important to share the information with people so that they understand that, listen, the economy is bad. It's going to get worse. This pandemic, as Paul mentioned, it didn't help, right? It's going to get worse. Right, but here is a solution. OnPassive is the solution. It is the solution. It's going to change so many lives around the globe, and we have an instrumental part in that. So that makes me feel good. It makes me feel good knowing that I've touched this life, this life, this life, this life, and so on. Okay, that's my why.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, we can touch one life at a time, and we feel like we've done a good job. So, and that's what Ash Mafara is doing for everybody. So, who join OnPassive. We've got a great Diane. She said, "I've never felt so rich, and I haven't paid a penny, or I haven't made a penny." Sorry, that is so true. With everybody in OnPassive, we actually feel the same. We feel so enriched, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. So, we've got another question here.
We've also got Kurt's got his hand up.
Okay. Yeah, just go back on the questions in a minute then, if you can. There's one from Bill. So, yes. Hi, Kurt.
Am I unmuted?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm on my iPad. I'm here in the United States. I live in the state of Utah.
And I got involved in this, and it was November 2019. It's a situation where it was caused by health problems. I have been self-employed, and at one time had about 35 employees. Small business. It was in the carpet and upholstery cleaning business. A little bit of water damage. So I ran quite a few employees for some years, and then I went into sales. I sold the business off for personal reasons. I have 6 children, and one of them needed some extra attention. And I was kind of married to my business. I bought a job, you could say. And so I went on to take a look online to see what I could do. I've been in a brick and mortar business for years, or in sales. And so I took a look, and this just rang true to me. I think some of you probably have come on board with ONPASSIVE because it just rang true. It rang true with me. I have kind of a business mind. I have at one time would spend anywhere between 15 to 20 grand a month just on advertising in my cleaning business. And I decided that when I saw this and I saw that the work is done for you, you pay a fee each month. And with that fee, whatever it may be, we don't know the exact price yet, somewhere between $100 and $250. But we pay that fee each month, and they do all the advertising and the work for us. They do all the closing for us. I've been in sales for years after I sold my business. And, once you're done with that one client, you have to go find another person to sell to. And when you go find another person to sell to, then you have to go find another one. And this is going to be that residual income that you're going to receive from everybody that's on your team. Everybody that's on your team each month is going to be paying that $200 or whatever. I'm just going to mark it at $200, a $200 fee each month, but it's going to be paid for you by those who are on your team, and vice versa. It just goes on and on and on. And it's going to bring many people freedom, time freedom. Michael and other of you have mentioned time freedom. I am married to my business. I got sick and got an autoimmune disease. I was in bed for about 4 months. And during that 4 months is when I took a look online to see what I could do. And I found ONPASSIVE, and it rang true to me. And my thing is, right now in my life, I don't have time freedom. I just got home from a water damage job, and I was cleaning out the truck, and I noticed, and I went into the back office and took a look and saw this Australian webinar. So I thought I'd jump on, and I'm here. I praise you guys for what you're doing. You're doing an awesome job. I wish I had some time freedom to put in to ONPASSIVE. I do have a small team of about 53 people on my team, a little over 32 on my team, and I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, just talking to people that I run into from time to time. I do post a few videos, but mostly what I do is point. I call myself the pointer. I'll point myself to different videos and different webinars for people to go watch, and some show up and some don't. But I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm here, and I think you're doing an awesome job, Team Australia. I've watched a few of your videos in the past. Keep up the good work. It's going to pay off for you.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much for popping on. It was lovely to hear your story, and I wish you well, and we'll see you again over the future. Is there anybody else with questions? I think Nikita.
We've got Richard's got his hand up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Richard?
Yvonne, after Richard, I just don't have a hand to put up.
Oh, sorry.
So I just want to let you know, I can't raise my hand, so I have to interrupt you guys.
Just raise your hand.
Okay. 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 Sorry?
You go now, Claudia. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Great, because I like it when it's fresh on my mind. So in regards to what Kurt and Paul Angus were talking about, yeah, never underestimate, the small business owner and them needing help, because that's exactly what I am, a small business owner actually for the past 38 years. So I've have my own, running my own small business and a product line. And I can tell you, you're the one that does bring in all the money, but you're also the one that's paying out all the expenses. So sometimes you're lucky that you have anything left over for yourself. I remember in my last, it's a hair salon that I run. And my last hair salon, I had 8 hairstylists. And I remember a customer coming up to my front desk and saying, well, Claudia, I'm not going to tip you today for my hair because you're the owner. And I just thought, wow, I'm the one who's paying the roof over everyone's head, paying for all the stylists to do the work, paying for the water and the electricity and the lights. Just unbelievable. All the products that the staff uses. I'm the one that needs the tips. But you see, that's the general mentality when you're a small business owner. Everyone thinks you're the rich one. Well, that's just absolutely not true. So when, that struck a chord with me when Paul was saying, reach out to small business owners. Like, hey, ladies, go talk to your local hairstylist when you get your hair done, because they could use your help. I'm telling you, believe me. So anyway, that's all I have to say. And ONPASSIVE is fantastic. And Michael, you rock, you know that.
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. I understand what you're saying, because I did own a salon myself, and I had the same comments. And you work so hard. I used to put in 17 hours some days. Yeah, I just used to work all day up until 1 a.m. in the morning for some of my clients. So, and you get a tip? No. So I understand. So yes, go to salons and ask. Yeah. So Bill, I know Bill had a question. Nikita, can you ring?
Yeah, it's Richard. Just unmuting. Oh, can you unmute Richard?
There. Can you
After
hear me?
Richard,
Yep,
there's a
I can hear
question.
you. Perfect.
Okay, Claudia, I was born and raised in business. I was in business until the year 2010, when I became disabled. Now, the reason I became disabled is because I was doing 2-3 jobs. I was working in the paper factory, plus I had my own business on the side. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Everybody says you're rich. No way. I'm richer now as a retired person with just a small pension from the government than when I had the businesses. But, this is what I see with ONPASSIVE. It costs 97 apples to become a founder. Now, a person that's on the street, who's homeless, who has no knowledge. I'll give you an example. I heard there was a lady in Papua New Guinea that actually sold all kinds of stuff on the streets to get these 97 apples. I'm looking forward to meeting that lady. But what is nice about ONPASSIVE, I remember when I first was introduced to it by a friend. Now, here's what's crazy about it. We had just finished losing around $10,000 on the internet. And he says, well, hey, I finally found one. I finally found the one. Oh, well, why not? I already lost 10,000 apples. Might as well go for another 97 apples. That is the best thing I've done in my 73 years of life. The best move. Now, what I heard from Ash Mufarah was not the apples. I heard kids with clothes. I heard people with food and water. That's what I heard. But Here's the nice thing to those of you who are scratching your heads about the 97 apples right now. It's the best 97 apples you've ever spent is on passive. Why? Because you can be a couch potato. You can have 2 spare tires like I have right now from sitting down in here from being disabled. But everything is done for you. Now, if you're a business person, you're going to have 50 different internet product that are all worth over $1 billion each. And I mean over $1 billion each. Now, when you become a reseller, as Michael was saying, thank you, Michael. You're wonderful. I love you. And to put it simple is this. If you have no knowledge about the internet, if you have no knowledge about businesses, spend the 97 apples because it's all done for you. As a reseller, you will pay one time, one price. And as a founder, probably the money is already going to be in your wallet, but you won't be able to touch that money in your wallet until you pay that first time. Well, if the money is already in the wallet, the payments are, well, find that little payment, make it, and then you go to your wallet and you bring it back to where you took it from. It's that simple. Then from there on, what I suggest to people, because this is AI, artificial intelligence, it's a robot. It's not a human being. Now, a human being, you tell him something, okay, that's it, he does it. But AI has to know that you're active. So what I tell all the people that I bring in is make sure you at least sign in to your back office at least once or twice a day to let the artificial intelligence know that you're an active person. And the AI will automatically send out mailings to your site. You will be one person in a million because it's going to be your site. It's not going to be on Passive or GoFounder. It's going to be Julie or Corrine or Sandra or Michael or Paul. And what's so nice about it is every day, if somebody looks at your site and they say, well, they go back to it the next day, usually people say, same old thing, ha, 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 ha. But AI is going to make sure that when that person goes back to your site, it's not the same. Your site will change every day, every day, every day, every day. It will change to something else. It will look different. But take my advice. If you don't know anything, spend the 97 apples because it's all going to be done for you. The only thing you'll have to do, like I said, is go into your back office once or twice a day. You can be in the Bahamas, you can be in Florida, you can be anywhere in the world. Boop, boop, boop. Go on your phone, whatever, sign into your back office. AI says, oh, look at this. That person is active. I'm sending out mail. That's all you'll have to do. And thank you, Julie, for posting that on Facebook. That's how I got
Richard.
in.
Thank you very much,
Richard. I love all of you. And, I'm meeting people from all over the world here. And I'm hearing all kinds of stories. This is worth more than the 97 apples. I've gained millions of apples just from what we're doing right now, meeting everybody all over the world. I see that everybody has a heart. We all have a heart from God, and we all have to share that love. Thank you so much, and I love y'all.
Thank you, Richard, very much. Thank you. Awesome.
I've just thought of something else, Yvonne, if I could say quickly,
Paul?
about people getting older. I was talking to a pensioner the other day, and he said, well, I'm 76 and I'm probably too old for this. So I said, well, my introducer is 89. Yeah, he said, but I'll probably be in a nursing home, he said, in the next 5 or 6 years. I haven't got much to look forward to. I said, listen, I did a Michael Williams. I said, listen, the nursing home I'm looking forward to is going to be a 5-star cruise ship. Because I'm not going to pay to go in a nursing home when I can pay to go on a 5-star cruise ship. Because on a cruise ship, they do everything for you. So my cabin's going to have a balcony. My room is cleaned every single day. My meals are cooked for me. If I'm ever sick, there's a doctor on board. And I always carry my little cards everywhere, everywhere. So I've got about 6 decks of people as a captive audience to say, got something good to show you, have a look. So, I said, getting old doesn't have to be boring. Getting old is when it gets really fun. In the next 20 years' time, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be off to Shady Pines. I'm going to be off to the Caribbean or somewhere in on the cruise ship. So there's so many ways to talk to people about this. It's amazing.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, cruise ship sounds great, doesn't it? Okay, have we answered all the questions?
There was Bill's that I don't think got answered.
No, okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to go back and find it.
I think he's a founder and he just wants to ask a question to Michael. Can you find it? I think what he wanted to know was he hasn't built a big team. He's only got a couple of people. We're just finding it. I can't remember exactly what it said, but
yeah, I've got it here now. Okay. So I'll just read it as the comment that it was. So he was lucky enough to join in August 2018, but unfortunately was not lucky enough to recruit many people, only 2. Now he knows the more you bring in may create more bonuses. I think he's talking about once we're going, the soft launch. And he said his sponsor unfortunately terminated, but he was part of the late Scott Nelson's team. Will the overflow create the same income as if it was in your personal? So I think they're asking, and I guess I'm not sure if we can answer that in this public forum, so please feel free to take what you can out of it.
I got it, Jackie. That's okay. I got it. Thank you. All right. So this is what people need to understand, okay? This business is not about 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, okay? This is a business that's going to create a legacy for you, okay? This business is going to be here long after you're gone, okay? So therefore, the income that we're looking for is long-term income, okay? And so what that means is that no matter whether you are someone who's sharing the business with, 1,000 people, 500 people, it doesn't matter. That's nothing. If I was to add up all, the different accounts I have, et cetera, and if I put them all together and say, okay, how many, personal people have I shared this business with? It's probably about 1,300. Okay, that I personally shared it with, that decided to say, yes, I'm in the business, okay? That doesn't mean anything. It's nothing, right? Why do I say that? We're talking about 4.8 billion people with a B, okay, in case I'm not saying it properly or I'm not pronouncing it properly, or I don't know. Just want to make sure you understand. Let's just say 5 billion with a B as in Bob, people that are on the internet using it for a variety of reasons, okay? So that's what we're talking about. Now, are we saying that every single one of those users are gonna be ONPASSIVE? No, that's not what we're saying. But what we're saying though, is that that's a large pool of individuals, okay? So if the company's getting hundreds of millions of individuals that's coming in as customers to use the products, whether that's OConnect, whether that's OChat, whether that's OTrim and so on, the e-learning platform, Academy, right? It doesn't matter. The point is that long term, you're going to have, 3, and then it's, 50, then it's 100, then it's 1,000, then it's 10,000. It just keeps on going, right? We understand that dollar stores are they make billions of dollars, right? So can you imagine the company, let's say all the company did was to pay you $1 for each customer. So a customer buys a product, okay? And from that, the company shares $1 with you. Let's just say, we don't know what the number is going to be. Let's just say it's $1. So are you telling me that over time you have 1,000 customers on your team, right? 5,000 customers, 10,000 customers, 100,000 customers, right? The company's going to do all this for you. Like, think about what's going to happen. Think about you having 0 on your team, okay? Because you're passive. Well, what's going to happen to that person? The company goes to work for you once we get to hard launch, once we out there to the public. People can come in and they can start to use the products. Some will come in, they want to be resellers because, wow, this is fantastic. Yeah, I want to be part of it. Guess what? Even those who are resellers, the company's still going to do it for them. It's a 100% done for you business. That's what we all have to, wrap our head around, right? It's brilliant. This is just brilliant, okay? And so when the company goes to work, let's say the company takes 60 days. Let's say the company takes 60 days to just find you 1, 2, let's say 3 customers, okay? 60 days. And guess what happens? So that's 2 months, right? So what happens after that? Okay, let's say the company takes another 60 days to help these 3 customers. They're also going to have 3 customers. That's 9 more, right? And then 6 months, 27. 2 more months, okay? So month 8, okay, 81. You see how it compounds? It grows. So it's realistic that over a year, it's possible you could have 1,000 customers on your team. It doesn't stop there, it continues to grow. That 1,000 turns to 3,000, and 3,000 turns to 10,000, 10,000 turns to 15,000, and so on. It continues to grow. You understand? So we don't need to focus on, well, what's going to happen my first month when we launch? What's going to happen in the first 90 days when we launch? Okay, are you here for 30-day income, 60-day income, or do you want an income for life? Because that's what the company is going to provide for you, an income for life, okay? So let's look at the big picture and realize that people's lives are going to be changed, not because of overflow, but because of what the company is set up to do, okay? It's what the company is set up to do. That's the focal point here, and that's why so many are jumping in. They're not jumping in because, oh, I can get overflow, really? Oh, thank you very much, let me come in. No. They're coming in because of what the company is going to do for them, whether they choose to be active or passive. It's just beautiful, okay? It's just beautiful. So I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome Arthur Gully, who's just got in. He had a wrong time, so Arthur, where are you? Can you hear me, Arthur?
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
I thought I had missed the meeting. I just got back. I had to go buy a car, and you know how that goes. It took all my day, but I got a car, and I'm here.
Awesome.
So how's everybody doing?
We're all good, thank you.
I missed Michael. I got on the tail end of what he was saying, but I know whatever he was saying, it was a good thing, and I hate I missed it, but I will get the recording and hear what he was saying. But I'm excited to be here, part of this ONPASSIVE family. I haven't been in I don't know where no other company has a family like ours. So this family here is better than my own family. And but all of the founders and guests, you're in the right place. There's no other place to be right now. My suggestion is to continue to get in these meetings. This is where you're going to get educated. You have to be educated in this business, or any business for that matter. But on passive, you have to be educated on what's going on in the business. Before you can tell anybody else what bringing people in, you need to know what you have. But if you can't get anybody, I would say this: you're here, you're founder, and that's what matters. All you're trying to do is share to help someone else. If they don't see it, they don't see it. But don't twist your arms and get so I don't know the words, but just do the best you can. Don't worry about what you can't do though. Focus on what you can do. Simple things. Just be connected. And there's no other place to be. And if you don't believe me, ask Chris Johnson. That's all I have to say right now. But I'm excited, and thank you, Yvonne, for inviting me. I'm just so excited. I'm really fired up, and I want to thank Mr. Ash Mafar and his wife and family for allowing us to share the vision with him, because he didn't have to do it, and no one else would be that passionate towards the people and the founders like Mr. Aspar. And I would make this suggestion: all the founders go back, do a revival. Start from the beginning of all the videos from 2018 all the way up to now, and you will see the progress, the evolution, how far we have come. We did not start. We started with when I started, it was 11,000, and we got 500, almost over 500,000. So that should tell us something, or tell you something, that we're not playing around. This is it, and the only it. Thank you.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you. Chris, do you want to say a word before we close down? I think if we've answered all the questions. Can't hear you. Can you unmute? Chris, unmute yourself.
I can see in his video he's so passionate.
All right, Jackie, congratulations, by the way. Thank you for
Thank you very much.
Link up. I'm sorry I'm late, Mr. Michael Williams. Nice to see you. Real quick, I came from the back breaking business, and now I'm in a brick and mortar company, which I don't have to do the back breaking work. So there's a plus. I was in the party store the other day, and I was talking, of course, me with ONPASSIVE to the party store owner, and there was a guy buying some lottery tickets, and he looked at me and says, "How much money have you made so far with ONPASSIVE?" And I said, "Well, how much money have you made with that lottery ticket you just bought?" He said, "Well, it hasn't come out yet." I said, "Yeah, well, we haven't launched yet either, so I guess we're even on that one." I said, "The difference is I'm guaranteed success. You're not guaranteed nothing but throwing that thing in the trash can." So that's just a quick one. I think the big why for me was, why not? I mean, I literally last night called my cousin and said, "Listen, his father owns, my uncle owns Cadillac Coffee, which is a worldwide company." And I said, I want to gift you this because he keeps saying all these things to me. I said, "I would like to gift you this, and so you can come in and check it out." He told me no. And I'm thinking, that boy does not have all his beans in a row. I'm thinking, I can't even give this away to you. I said, just to check it out. No. And I told him, "You know what? Remember I offered you this because you really are going to be sorry when you see how big this is." And it's scary to think, and I'm going to go back to what Miss Sandra was saying. Americans are extremely hard, and they're selfish, and they want to investigate everything instead of just taking a chance. I've always been a risk taker, a chance taker. I'll definitely try that. Oh, I'm going to try that. But when someone comes up to me and says, "Chris, $97, and I don't have to do nothing," and it was 15 minutes. I was signing my phone on the NDA here. How do I do this quicker? So you're right, Miss Sandra. It's very hard to share this. I think a lot of people have the same issues, but you know what? Every day I do some crazy, silly live. I do these silly lives, and I always get seeing the people call me and ask me all about it. And when I get to that point, you really don't have to do nothing. They freeze like, "What? Come on, Chris." Come on. I said, you know what? It's like Michael said, it's brand new, man. It's a start of something beautiful that's really going to change the world. So, like I said, I appreciate you letting me come on here. Love seeing all your faces and hearing your stories. Richard, Mr. Richard, that lady was named Priska from Papua New Guinea, one of my heroes. She worked 2 weeks just to make the $97. That was an unbelievable story. That made my heart grow this big, hearing those stories. So I wish you all this safe journey. The greatest thing for me is to tell my grandkids, my great-great-grandkids, if I make it that far, about the journey I took with ONPASSIVE, and then show them the pictures of all of you, me hugging you on your beaches, in the woods, wherever we can meet. That's going to be really cool. All right. My legacy is more about, look what I did for you. Look what Ash did for us. So I just like to pass it along. And you guys are doing awesome. Don't worry about if you only got a few people on your team. Like Michael said, they're going to do it for you. Just get in it and just share it. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. That was awesome. I love the lotto ticket one. I'm going to use that one. That's awesome.
Yvonne, I've got a question coming through on Facebook for Michael. With O Trim and our Trim URL, there's a lady who wants to know, are they different and can we use O Trim yet, or is that when we launch?
Okay, so O Trim and Trim URL are two different products. Okay, so Trim URL is the existing one that we've had in our back office that we could use and have been using. O Trim is completely different. Okay, O Trim is something that's going to leave all the competitors in the dust as far as the capability and features that is there. Currently, we cannot use it. The company is pre-releasing these products. So O Trim was pre-released, meaning now we can get more information about it. Once we actually get into the soft launch, then we'll be able to test it out, okay? Test it out, but people will not be able to come and buy it at that time, okay? Soft launch is for testing, okay? And then when you go to hard launch now, that's when people will be able to buy from a retail standpoint, or buy through the product package that will be offered, okay?
Brilliant, thank you. So yes, it pays to be a founder. So you could be in the testing phase. Okay, Key Wendow, did you want to talk? I see you touching your head just now. I didn't know if you were putting your hand up.
No, I was responding to Chris. Us guys in America are hard-headed. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on earlier and I had to run out. What is it? It's almost 10 p.m. here on the East Coast of the United States. And I actually, just wanted to pop on. Jackie, congratulations on a Leadership Council. Michael Williams, can't say enough words for you, brother. You clear things up so well, and we're all going to probably be ringing your bell for some financial advice here soon on investing and what we need to do, because I'm gonna tell you, I can save your life, but managing money's not my forte. I like to spend it, but need some help there. But congratulations, guys. I'm on the East Coast. I'm about, I don't know, an hour from Jeffrey Morlock, and he and I get together every once in a while. It's kind of cool to sit down and talk with Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a wicked smart guy. He does an awful lot of reading. He's published. He and I we have a good time, and I really enjoy his leadership and visiting with him. And I look forward to I've never been to Australia. I lived in Europe when I was a kid. I'm military background, and some of you have heard some of that story, which I'm not going to get into. But anyway, congratulations, everybody. Love Australia. You want to come visit your country, swim in your oceans, and tease your sharks. Kidding. But anyway.
You're welcome. It's big enough for everybody. So we look forward to seeing everybody here and there, wherever you are. So now I was going to ask Michael something, but it's just actually gone from my head for a minute. But Is there any other questions? No. I think we might have to.
Yvonne, could I say how I got my friends that I wanted in? Can I mention that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's because I mean I've spent 35 years in network marketing, had some really good times, some six-figure incomes, and some way past zeros. And the last one, I lost 200,000. Company just didn't pay me, and life was grim. So when that happens, people that I've worked with in the past and built big teams with didn't want to know anything. So when I started to do ONPASSIVE, they could see what I was doing because I don't hide on Facebook. I put all my ONPASSIVE stuff on my wall. I don't just put groups and things and do it. So what I did, I actually individually, the people I wanted in ONPASSIVE, I wrote a separate email to them specifically outlining what I was doing, and that the reason I was writing to them was to say that I didn't need them this time. I don't need them in the business this time. You don't have to come with me and build a big team, because even I don't have to do that. But I just wanted to show you what I was doing, because if I didn't show you, you wouldn't thank me later when we will realize that what a gold mine this is. And I've got every single one of the people that I wanted because I said I didn't need them. Because they're all to me to go and get them, say, let's go and build a big team again, and meetings and trainings and everything else. I said, no, it's nothing like that. We ain't going to do that. You know, and that's how I got them, because people are saying that I can't get my friends. I said, well, you're just talking to them in the wrong way. You need to go and tell them you don't need them. And they go, what do you mean you don't need them? You tell someone you don't need them, they want to come and join you. And it works, and they're all thriving, absolutely thriving now. So yeah, that's just something that worked for me. And before I go, massive congratulations to Jackie for being on the Leadership Council. Couldn't think of anyone better to be on there to represent Australia.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
You.
I just want to shout out to that we have Julie from the Julie and Milo show, and I just want to give her a shout out too for making the Leadership Council. She's in her car at the moment, but congratulations to you.
I was just going to actually speak to her. So thank you, Julie, for jumping on. And Julie has a show that she's interviewing everybody who wants to go on her show, the Julie and Milo show. Julie, if you wanted to talk, you're welcome.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
I appreciate you. Congratulations, massive congratulations to you, Jackie. Yeah, I'm in the car and I can't turn on my lights, but I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hats off to you, Michael. You are amazing. You are the master that can explain ONPASSIVE in the simplest way. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you to the wisdom of Dr. Modis and Paul Angus, and also friends Chris Johnson. I was kicking in and out, you know, being in this area. So I just like to say that ONPASSIVE is a done deal. And if you could hear that words, it's a done deal. There's nothing else you need to worry. Okay. The way how I see it, I joined ONPASSIVE since March 2019. And it took me an entire year because I was busy doing something else that emptied my saving account. And because of that reason, my dear friend Milo has always tell me that, Julie, when ONPASSIVE launch, you're never gonna have to worry about money, not in your lifetime, not in your kids' lifetime, your grandkids' lifetime. And it is now that I understand a little bit of what I understand about ONPASSIVE, it is, yeah, I don't need to worry about it anymore. And today at the Julie and Milo show, we have Jeffrey Morlock. You know, Jeffrey Morlock's always give us really intelligent, you know, in terms of the consciousness and the energy of that. It's going to come out tonight, and I would encourage you, if you have a chance, listen to that one. And the lady from Papua New Guinea, Priska, it's an amazing story, and it is also in Julie and Milo show. And also Australia, if you have a story, I know Jackie, you are in. She has a great story at the julieandmilo.com. All my friends from Australia, please let us know if you want to be on and share your story, because your story will inspire a lot of people. And I know the time is kind of difficult, but I like to get back with Nikita. I like you to get to see if we can set up a time where we all can get together. I really appreciate your time. And Michael, once again, thank you for your wisdom. And you are the master, Michael. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, and congratulations
you.
too for getting on the Leadership Council too, and to every person who's just been put on there, and all the past done a great job or doing a great job always. So Narelle, she's just got a quick question. Narelle,
Hi, sorry. Just trying to find the unmute button. Hi, everybody, and thank you from myself here in Mackay, Queensland. Lovely and sunny for all you people who are still suffering in the chilly cold. The sun is shining, the grass is green, we've had lovely rain. So anytime anybody wants to come over when you can, please do. You'll be very welcome. I don't really have a question. I did ask one earlier. I just wanted to share a little bit about somebody from myself who only joined in October last year. And the reason for my joining wasn't because I was looking online. I'd actually given up. I had been at least a few years not looking anymore because of the sadness of people letting you down, particularly with online business, the money that you lose, the respect that you lose in a sense, because people build you up. They know you have a good following. I'm a published author. And then all of a sudden they promise you the world and give you nothing. What I was looking for was that I actually did a fundraiser on Facebook for my niece who has cerebral palsy. And when I put that up on Facebook every year, we fundraise for little Mimi who can't walk yet. She'll be 9 this year. And the fundraising is for her to go to treatments from a place called Bundaberg in Queensland to Sydney, where there is an American team called Napa that looks after her treatments, which is a 3-week block. Now her parents have to leave their other children and they fly down to Sydney for a 3-week block. It costs them roughly about $20,000 for each 3-week block. That's inclusive of accommodation, flights and things like that. Now, I pop it up every year. I do a fundraiser on Facebook to help because there's nothing else that I can sort of help her with right now as far as funds and everything goes like that. So a lady contacted me. Her name, my sponsor, is Val Astor from New Zealand. And she said to me, look, Narelle, I can't help you right now financially. However, this might be something you'd like to look at. One of those things, you know, when you get a lot of people sort of selling to you or wanting you to join their particular marketing company, network company, multi-level marketing company, and we have tried them all, you sort of put it to the side. So I did. I put it to the side for only a week and I came back because I had a respect enough for this lady that she was wanting to help me with my niece or great niece who she didn't even know. So I had a look at it and I joined immediately because it wasn't just for me, it was for the love of my great niece that one day she may go to America and have the $100,000 operation to help her walk. So that was one of the reasons why I got in. Now, we've all spoken tonight and I respect Ash Mafara for sharing his heart with everyone. I respect the Indian tech team for everything that they are doing. I have great respect for you, Michael, for sharing your knowledge and your successes and where you've come from. Respect for all founders and for those who are thinking about it. The thing is, we get into this, it's either for a reason of helping not only ourselves, but others. But we come into it with this thought of, you know, money or what can we earn or what can we do? But it's not just that, it is a family. And when you come on and you start to listen to the stories and you start to listen to the experiences of others, that's when you really learn. And that's when you feel with your heart, not with your head, but you actually feel something within your heart change, that we can change, make a big difference in this world, not just one by one, but a multitude of us all sharing our dreams, you know, our passions. And then not only that, because I also am a grandmother and I have 3 children and they were all born very preemie. So I know close to death. I've had open heart surgery. We all know that each day is a gift to us. So what we can pass on to our children, to our grandchildren, to our great-grandchildren is the legacy. And I really appreciate just being able to just share a little bit from me today as a new founder, or would still call myself a new founder, and I'm still learning. But every day I'm passionate. I come on and I listen. I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 3 o'clock. You know, you don't really, it's not like you don't really want to sleep. It's just that you can't because it's inside your heart. So thank you once again. Thank you, Jackie. I think having a leadership council in Australia was very important, and congratulations to you, congratulations to Julie, all the new leadership team, and also the older ones, because the work that you do is just incredible. So thank you.
Thank you, Narelle. That was fantastic. I think it's time to wrap up, and just for anybody else who's new on here, ONPASSIVE is the way to go. So if you want any more information, whoever invited you here, please get back to that person. We all look after each other wherever we are from around the world. If there's anyone in Australia who've been, you know, sort of joined here from someone in another country, we're here to help, and we help each other. So Barry, quickly, Barry wants a word.
Just a quick one.
Hi,
Can you
Barry.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, just a quick one. Everything that Michael has said, not just on today's webinar, but everyone in the past, has confirmed exactly what's going on in the world. Everybody is bit by bit, slowly but surely, becoming sick of the major tech joints in one form or another. I did a little research the other day on that, and most people don't realize that Google is actually owned by Alphabet. And Alphabet is worth something like $1.3 trillion. I believe ONPASSIVE will become $1 trillion. Very simply because as a user of the internet, doesn't matter how you use it, it does not matter how you're using it. You have become an unpaid product at the expense of every other user on the internet, if you really think about it, because all the money is being channeled in. If you have a look at the founders of those particular organizations, I don't think there's anybody under about $20 billion annual money. So all of those billions, and I'm talking about billions and billions and billions of dollars, now are going to be spread out just a little bit more evenly. And Michael's right. We don't have to worry about will they come. They will come in the droves. They will come in the thousands and the millions. Only have to refer back to one of the earlier recorded webinars where somebody said they did a little test, and I think they found, I think it was 1 million people in 4 days. What happens when we start cranking up and we're running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? I think it's about 10 million, I think, isn't it, Michael? Yeah. Anyway, it's the tip of the iceberg, because the 100 monthly rule will kick in and then away we go. So that was all I wanted to say, just that we are all on the right track. It doesn't matter how you look at this. It doesn't matter how many people you've got in the business. The company's doing the work for everyone on the internet. This is going to change the world.
Thank you, Barry. That was awesome. Where are you from, Barry?
Australia. Yeah.
Hello. I didn't even recognise you.
Heart attack at the moment, so I'm a little bit out of sorts. But nevertheless,
not
neither
good.
here nor there. No, it's okay. It's fine. Good experience, but I don't recommend it.
No, not at all. I hope you get better soon, and a quick recovery to you. Okay, we have got some people still waiting to get in, but we are going to call it a day. I'd like to thank all the founders and the non-founders that are here. Please get back to the person who invited you. I'd like to say thank you to all the leaders that have spoke, and we really appreciate you. And a special thank you to Michael Williams, who always does a great job. Thank you so much, Michael. Is there anything you want to finish off saying?
No, well, of course, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure being here. Thanks everyone for their kind words. You're probably too kind, but I thank you. And just I guess a last leaving point. For me, because I'm hearing people saying, it's difficult to share and this and all this stuff. But I find sometimes we talk ourselves out of sharing with someone, getting that person to become part of ONPASSIVE. I find it's just best to just put information in people's hands and walk away. So whether it's a 2-minute video, a 10-minute video, whatever the case may be, just put information in people's hands and walk away. Because at the end of the day, if you're saying you're doing them a favor, then there's no need for any, like hard selling or try to convince or any of that stuff, right? We just simply put the information there. If it piques their interest, they come back and say, yeah, I got some questions. Sounds interesting, but I have some questions. When they have questions, if you can't answer the questions, there's, lots and lots of Zooms that they can attend to get those questions answered. Right. So it's a very simple process. Like me personally, I don't even talk to people. Like I really don't. I send an email out, here's some information. Okay, they get back to me if they're interested. And then we take it from there. Right. So we're really just trying to see who is fit to be a founder. Okay, like just always keep that in mind. We're trying to see who is fit to be a founder because not everyone is going to be a founder. So a lot of people are going to say, no, 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 right? Because this is early stage, okay? You get into soft launch now, more people are going to be saying, okay, yes, 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 because now you've tested some products. They can come in and also test the products themselves, right? You get to a hard launch, open up to the public, and that's when everyone is coming in now because they're going to be presented with an offer that they can't refuse. They really can't. People are using some of these products on the internet right now. They're using them, but they're paying a lot of money for it. And they have to have this company and that company and that company and that company. Okay, I know because I use these products. Okay, and it costs a lot of money. Advertising $30,000 to $40,000 a month. Advertising, trying to build your business online. People think $40, $50, $100 is going to get them good advertising. No. Okay, no, you understand it costs money. So when you can put all this together for someone, right? If they're serious about their financial future, if they're serious about the business that they're involved in, they're going to look at ONPASSIVE, right? So don't be discouraged if you share something with someone and they say, no, it's not for them. It may take them 6 months. We heard about Dr. Shaw and Dr. Bill, right? Took Dr. Shaw 6 months before he says, yes, I'm in. But guess what? He came in. Right? And, it's a simple process, right? So I'll leave that with you. Don't be discouraged. Just share and share with a smile on your face. Keep sharing. If you get 1,000 people tell you no, you still keep on sharing. If that is your, desire, because not everyone desires to share. But like Norel is saying, listen, this is about changing people's lives. Ash says, you know what, guys, you're gonna get your fill. You're gonna be taken care of. Your family's gonna be taken care of. Okay, but then what? Who do you want to help? Whose lives do you want to touch, right? And that's, to me, that's where it gets you. That's where you just can't help yourself but want to share, because whose life can you touch, right? There's so many people out there in need, right? So many around the world. I just watched, I was speaking with Ash the other day and he recommended, we're just talking in our conversation. So he was asking me if I saw the Netflix movie, The Boy Who Harnessed the Power of the Wind. I believe that's the title. Like my family and I, we just watched it today, and such a powerful, inspirational movie. It's based on a true story, right? And you know, I'm telling you, in watching that movie, all I'm thinking about as I'm watching it is how ONPASSIVE could touch the lives of these individuals. And not just them, because there's lots of other situations that's similar to that, right? Similar, where people just need water. They just need access to water. They could be farmers and maybe because of drought and, you know what I mean? They just need access. And we can provide that access through ONPASSIVE. We can bless people's lives because of ONPASSIVE, either directly or indirectly. So there's just so much, right? And so when you know, that what this thing can do for people, it's just hard not to share. But let's not get caught up. I mean, yeah, I'm talking a lot now, but I'm talking to you. But if I was talking to a prospect, there's no talking, right? It's just here. Go watch this and get back to me if there's any interest. Like, it's just simple. We don't need no long conversation with people. We don't need to try to convince anyone about anything. If they don't get it now, they're gonna get it later. That's all. But at least you shared it, okay? At least you shared it. All right, so once again, thanks everyone for having me. It was great to be here with you, Yvonne, Nikita, Jackie, and everyone else. ONPASSIVE is just going to rock, and it's gonna keep rocking, all right?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. If anyone wants to go on and check out the videos from the Julie and Milo show, they've got their own YouTube channel. We also have Tyra and Tyra. Can someone just jump in with that one? There's another lady joining Tyra now.
Tyra and Julie.
Tyra and Julie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Julie or Julia, one of the two.
Yeah, Julia. So they also have lots of videos as well to watch. We've got websites all over. We've got happening everywhere, actually. So you can just plug into your own country. And yeah, we have all different languages. So also, I think there was one more thing. Is there anyone want to say anything? I think we're going to close down. Barry.
It's the Papua New Guinea webinar coming up shortly. It's in about 45 minutes.
Thank you, Narelle. Yeah, we'd like to get on and support them too. Thank you for coming on. Barry?
Yeah, just a quick one. We all need to realize we're in a virtual digital world and we're moving from brick and mortar to click and order online. And it's just going to speed up like you wouldn't believe, because everybody is looking for ways and means to better their life in some way, shape or form, and you will find it online. So it's click and order. It's no more brick and mortar. Bye for now.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you. That was awesome. Okay, so ONPASSIVE Australia.
Sorry,
.com.
There's someone.
Yvonne.
Yep.
Hello.
Yvonne, yeah, this is Arthur.
Yes,
I'd like
Arthur.
to say yes. I posted in the community my information. I'm a mentor, your personal mentor, any of the founders who are having trouble explaining anything about the business. I'm available. That my information is in the community, and just reach out to me if you're having any trouble yourself. Reach out to me, and I've helped a lot of founders. When I get finished with you, I will call. You can talk on the phone. I will break it down and tell you like it is. Either you're gonna see it when I finish with you, or you won't see it. But I will spend that time to make sure you got it. So just reach out to me. Look at the leadership council. I'm not leadership council, the community. All that information is there.
Thank you, Arthur. That's great. And if you'd like to go on to ONPASSIVE Facebook page, Team Australia, you're more than welcome. And also our webpage, ONPASSIVE teamaustralia.com. Is that correct, ladies?
Yes.
And Yvonne, just to correct that, so it's Tyra and Julia. Okay, don't want to go away saying the wrong thing. Tyra and Julia.
Thank you.
Okay? Yes.
Thank you. So yeah, there's plenty to watch. Just go and search, and get back to the person who brought you here or, you know, recommended it to you. So thank you so much. And we're going to call it a wrap and look forward to seeing you all again.
Thank you. See you all.
Thanks very much, Team Australia.
Thank you very
Good night.
much. Thanks.